Today I'm speaking about self-control. So the relationship with the Creator is private. This is an internal interaction, a submission. It's a discipline, and it includes in our words also how we speak to ourselves. It's the ability to recognize our suffering is when we cannot see how something is beneficial for us. We therefore cannot feel that we can tolerate it or that it is for any reason. It feels like random pain. We can nullify this gap, or we can fragment it, and it becomes like a wounded piece that we start to create ice around it. And then it takes more and more as this part rebels in its own way, looking for control because it doesn't understand why it's having this random pain. It doesn't believe it can handle it. It feels it's having to do something it cannot handle, so it breaks off. When we have our interpretations for ourselves, this is when we're able to get messages for the future. This is how we nullify the gap. We say future me, it's like a prophecy. Future me is going to be better off because of what this is happening now. I don't have to end it. I don't have to push for a different outcome. I don't have to pull for what I want. And we ask the master of uni-verse. Uni-verse is one word. So maybe it's possible for me to say the Hebrew, Adonai sefasai tiftachu fi agid tihilasecha. Master of all speech, of the verse, open my mouth, open my opening. Sefasai tiftach, so that I can speak goodness, praise. We say our royalty comes from our mouth. We speak with the very same words God speaks. All speech, all sound, the sun and the moon, they have sounds we don't hear because we were born into it. And words go across space, across time, across awareness, and across experience. We have to keep our scales of speech balanced. And we have to speak accurately. Otherwise, we're actually stealing with our words. Sometimes we have to do before we even understand. So it isn't the kind of listening. The pathway of surrender and how we let go of needing to rebel, needing to fight back just to see our strength, is often when we actually take action before we have to understand. It doesn't mean we don't listen. It means we deeply listen. We know what to do. And we don't have to fully understand why we have to tolerate the pain, why we have to give in and embrace and be embraced by the bonding of what feels like a commandment to be hurting, and to feel the surrendering of not needing to feel better. It is, and it will go. It's temporary. This is all about self-control. And for the sake of something bigger and better than me, this action brings me closer to that which is like to be poetry in motion, is to be living in love. Maybe we can say universe, the one word is love. Uni-verse, or presence, or divine, or unity. But then we become the host. We become the host for this word to live in us. And we speak to the master of word when we ask, can you speak through me? Love, unity, divinity. It's a relationship with the unseen. It's not like a fling or a crush that's like, oh, so beautiful and lusty and fun for right now. It looks ravishing and sparkly. No, this is something that will keep unfolding. It's a relationship. It's relating, unifying with that quality, whether it's love or divinity. In a class that I'm in, the love poem that the teacher said, her name is Neely, she said, light upon light upon light, beauty upon beauty upon beauty. Love will take you by the hand and open you to the beyond the beyond. And so now I'm going to practice giving in to this, that which is the karma, the balance, the scales, that even though it feels like pain now, not holding on to something that perhaps temporarily feels better actually aligns me, calibrates me properly. So I wrote a little letter to the one who balances, the one who controls the weight, so that I can control myself and carry my load, and even recognize it's for my own best. Dear most accurate scale and weight balancer, I'll let you calibrate me, lead me, use me as an instrument. I'll host your love, beauty, and light. I'll surrender to your word, your words through me. My actions representing your beauty and light and love. I will not fear the heavens or earth when I'm speaking on your behalf. I will weigh my words for accuracy and scale them with accuracy too. The denseness and levels of the power that I can reach is from beyond the material and substance, and I want to stay transcendent and rest as the power. I'm in you. My voice is from you. I am opening. Love, Shana. And one great way to practice self-control in speech is to learn how to practice not doing all the, I'm not going to list them, but all the negative ways we use the voice. Instead, to speak positively, trusting again that the word, the speech power capacity, is what's being used to create the world. And so I write a gratitude list, and I'm going to just read it. I recommend you write a gratitude list. Grateful, it's a private, internal sense of feeling held, taken care of, and finding the good in your life, finding areas where you are not just suffering. I'm grateful to be from Ivri Anochi, which is also called Jewish or Yehuda, but it's from Iver, which means crossed over. And it's also similar sounding to the root of blind and light, which is Or, Aleph, Vav, Resh. This is Ayin, Vav, Resh. Ivri Anochi, which is that I am of the crossovers, the ones who cross over. Originally in Africa, there was a group of Habirus, or we could say the Middle East, and Habiru sounds a lot like Hebrew, doesn't it? And actually it comes from Haber, Haberu, and it means the ones who don't conform to the status quo, the ones who live in a law that may be outside or different than popular law. Anyway, I'm grateful for my life, for life. I'm grateful to be tough, love, with those who I could easily manipulate, but instead I hold back and I have self-control so that they could take care of their problems and, heal their marriage, their relationship, their job, their body awareness, instead of being the quick fix. I'm grateful I could pay my own bills even if I have to borrow. I'm grateful I can let go of the pride. I'm grateful to be able to remember to meditate. I'm grateful for the person who's close to me, one of my major influences right now, my companion. His name is Michael. For how he points me to where I'm not feeling appreciated or respected, where I feel empty or afraid of the fullness. When I other him, I learn about myself. I'm grateful I believe you forgive me for hating you, the source, instead of a person, instead of turning a person into the source of my happiness, of myself. If I have to have hate, I direct it towards the one who created me to be this way and to have this pain. I'm grateful for the strength that's given to me to protect my body. I'm grateful for my amazing, miraculous body, where I can tell it, thank you for letting me know when it says it hurts, it's tired, and relationship. Wishing you positive enhancement of your self-control and more privacy in your relationship with the Creator.